amounts of rain in the forecast over the last several hours, and we're not done with the wet weather just yet.
Crime-fighting cameras or an invasion of privacy. The latest on the smart streetlights coming to San Diego.
The former coaches who I thought I could count on did nothing to intervene or protect me.
It's being called Clappergate. The superintendent of the Poway Unified School District is being accused of bullying student-athletes. Hear what parents and the superintendent has to say.
What's going on at this empty Orchard Supply hardware store or at this Carl's Jr., both in the San Carlos Village? We've got some answers.
Parents, are you stressed trying to figure out what to do with your kids who are off all next week? You're not the only one. I'll tell you some options coming up.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
Heavy rain moves into San Diego County. Right now, North County is seeing the bulk of it. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. This is just the beginning of what we can expect to see on and off for the next few days. Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis is here with what's happening right now and what we can expect for the rest of the night. Carlene?
Well, you kind of said it right there. North County, they're really seeing the bulk of that rainfall, and that's last several hours we've been seeing that across that area. But hey, we got more rain in the forecast by this weekend.
I see it all moving behind you.
Well, this is a loop from the last couple of hours. So yeah, we definitely had some thunderstorms that were moving through, still holding on to that beach hazard statement because of lightning right along the coast. When you look at the current radar, you're seeing over the last couple of hours that influx of moisture moved in and really just favoring North County. Right now, when it comes to heavier rainfall, we're seeing that across Fallbrook. We're seeing that for Oceanside, Del Mar, and those rainfall totals have actually even gone up. So we did have some modest ones with the 2 o'clock update, but now you're talking about 5 p.m. seeing a lot of adjustments when it comes to some of those rainfall totals and also some lighter showers that we are seeing near Santee. When we set the clock in motion, still holding on to chance for some spotty activity within a little bit more than an hour, and then that's around 7:10. You see it thin out just a little bit more by 9:20. Some isolated light shower activity. Cloud cover still going strong for tonight, but we are going to see some sunshine by tomorrow and just really isolated activity at best. But we are not done with wet weather just yet. That was the first wave. We got another one to talk about. Those details are coming up. Carlo?
All right, see you in a few, Carlene, and you can get the latest forecast and have weather alerts sent straight to your phone. Just download our free CBS 8 app or head to cbs8.com. Our other top story tonight, is it crime-fighting technology or invasion of privacy? No matter how you look at them, San Diego Police got the final approval from the City Council to deploy smart streetlights and automated license plate readers across the city. CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes has been following this story for you. She joins us now live with details. Kirsten.
After 8 months of lots of discussion and public input meetings, those smart streetlights and the automated license plate readers, those are officially coming to the city of San Diego. I'm here at the corner of Claremont Mesa Boulevard and Ruffin Road. This is just one of the intersections that those 500 cameras will be installed.
Allows us to respond to violent crimes in a far better manner and allows us to hold those that are committing violent crimes on our communities accountable.
San Diego Police Chief David Nislight says the crime-solving cameras will make San Diego safer. The 500 cameras will be installed across San Diego in busy intersections like this one at Claremont Mesa and Ruffin, and all across the city of San Diego, including the beach areas and downtown.
I think that's a little much. Yeah, that sounds like an invasion of privacy to me.
Jason and other critics of the smart streetlight and automated license plate readers say they fear what could happen with the data collected from the cameras and license plate readers. City leaders from SDPD and City Hall say they'll keep your data safe while the technology helps keep our streets safer.
This is not a proactive tool. This is a reactive tool. These are not being monitored 7/24. This is a reactive tool after a very violent crime exists.
We keep the data for a limited time only, and if it's not associated with any crime, it's expunged and not reused. In the case of a crime, we capture that information and only that information.
Mayor Todd Gloria says the city worked with the community to establish rules on how cameras and data will be handled to protect privacy.
I think all of us want criminals brought into custody as quickly as possible, but none of us want those of us who have committed no crimes to be caught up in this sort of technology. We've established a use policy. We've gone out to every city council district. We've met with the Citizens Advisory Board as well as the City Council Committee.
The project cost nearly $12 million over the course of 5 years. While the idea is popular with city officials, Jason says it's simply not right for San Diego.
And that's taxpayer money? Oh, no. No, I don't want my tax money to go toward that. Hell no.
Now that those street lights and the automated license plate readers are officially approved, SDPD says they want them installed as soon as possible, and they hope that they are operational by January 2024. Reporting for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes. Back to you.
Kirsten, people very interested in this topic, and many of them want to know where these cameras are going to be installed. Where can they go to find more on that and how the data will be protected?
Sure. SDPD says they will publicly post all of the information related to the automated license plate readers and the smart street lights. It's going to be on their technology website. We have links for you posted on our website, cbs8.com. Just click on this story. Carlo?
Important story. Kirsten Holmes reporting for us. Thanks, Kirsten.
The city of San Diego is trying to improve sidewalk repairs with some new changes. The Safe Sidewalks program will waive city permit fees for property owners who need to make repairs. That's because when a property owner wants to fully repair a sidewalk, they need a right-of-way city permit, and that costs about $2,100. So the city hopes that getting rid of this cost will speed up the repair process for hundreds of damaged sidewalks.
The Poway Unified School District superintendent is accused of bullying student athletes. Parents are upset and spoke out today at a board meeting, and the board held a closed session before coming back with how they'll move forward. CBS 8's Ariana Cohen was there.
Accused of abusing her position. I spoke to the Poway superintendent this afternoon. She says she did nothing wrong, but the parents I spoke with disagree.
I am the superintendent's daughter, but I'm also a student in this district who deserves kindness and also has a right to feel safe. So please stop all this craziness so that our senior year can be everything that we'd hoped it would be.
That's Jessica Phelps, the daughter of Poway Unified School District Superintendent Marion Kim Phelps, who is in the hot seat over an alleged incident that happened 5 months ago. Del Norte High School softball teammates say Superintendent Phelps threatened their graduation privileges since they did not clap loud enough for her daughter during the softball awards banquet.
She made life hell for 10 seniors, threatening to bar them from their own graduation if they didn't admit that they did something they didn't do.
I spoke with Superintendent Phelps this afternoon about the allegations against her.
It had nothing to do with the clapping or whether or not anybody received claps.
At today's school board meeting, Phelps' daughter claimed she herself was the victim of bullying within the Del Norte High School softball program.
I want the truth to be heard. I love my school, and I'm proud to be a Nighthawk. And this was never about getting enough applause at a softball banquet. Rather, this is about having to endure being bullied, being yelled at in front of my teammates, and being publicly humiliated.
In a board meeting last week, parents say Phelps also made inappropriate social media posts and contacted students late at night.
I've never threatened any student. I never would. I've never talked to any student about making threats about them not graduating. All of those accusations are completely false and fabricated.
Today, parents are urging the school board to take action against the superintendent.
There was an abuse of power. It was inappropriate.
Well, I think a number of students have been impacted, but one in particular, who's now a senior, was forced to sign an anti-bully, anti-hazing contract in order to be able to participate in any activities at the school outside of the classroom. And no other students were asked to sign that.
Parent Judy Simmeroth started this petition with more than 600 signatures, urging President of the school board, Dr. Patel, to immediately terminate the superintendent.
Dr. Patel, you are not qualified to be a leader. You are negligent in the protection of children, our children.
After a nearly 2.5-hour closed session, the board announced there will be an independent investigation of the Del Norte softball program before any further steps are taken.
The board has not ignored this matter, but is bound by privacy laws that do not allow us to make public statements regarding specific student or employee matters.
For more on this story, head to cbs8.com. Ariana Cohen, CBS 8.
Thanks, Ariana. A man who prosecutors say drove drunk and killed a 19-month-old girl in City Heights has been found guilty of murder. A jury also convicted Margarito Vargas of gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated and hit and run in the death of Annalie Rodarte last year. Because of the past DUI conviction, prosecutors were able to add that murder charge after Vargas hit the toddler. Prosecutors say the 47-year-old bought food from a street vendor and hit another vehicle stopped at a red light.
San Diego police need help to identify a driver who they say hit and killed a pedestrian in the Lincoln Park neighborhood and took off. It happened about 7 p.m. on November 4th on 47th Street near Nogales Street. The victim was a 47-year-old man. Police are looking for an early 2000s Ford F-250, likely with damage to the front bumper. If you spot it or have any information about this incident, contact police. You may be eligible for a reward.
The city of San Diego just got $600,000 to help bolster its fight against human trafficking.
California Assembly member Brian Mainshine joined Mayor Todd Gloria and Police Chief David Nisleit today to make the announcement. CBS 8's Jesse Pagan is here with how the city plans to use the money. Jesse.
Yeah, guys, Chief Nisleit and Mayor Gloria say the money will help fund San Diego Police's position in the Human Trafficking Task Force, so paying for detectives and the work they do with other agencies in our region and the state. Now, it's important work, obviously, considering the FBI's identified San Diego as one of the nation's human trafficking hotspots. A recent study from the agency ranked San Diego 13th in the nation with 8,000 victims a year. In February, Operation Better Pathways gave us a glimpse into this dark world and the work that happens inside of it. Chief Nisleit says during the operation, officers arrested 48 people and rescued 41 victims, including a 13-year-old girl and a pregnant woman. They say the $600,000 will help fund more operations like that. It will pay for investigations, tracking down offenders and predators, and more of that work.
A decade ago, the financial gains for this criminal enterprise was estimated at over $800 million annually in San Diego alone.
It's getting worse, actually, and that's why it's so important to have this additional funding to help us combat this, so we can work jointly with the department, with other agencies throughout the city.
Now, they also brought up SB 57 this morning, which was passed into law earlier this year. They say the bill essentially ties their hands on being stricter and more aggressive in fighting human traffickers. Efforts to repeal that bill have so far been unsuccessful, so they will work with what they've got until anything else happens. Guys.
All right, good to see that emphasis there, though. Thanks, Jesse. A new piece of art is honoring the late Padres owner, Peter Seidler.
The mural is on a wall outside the Stone Brewing Tap Room on Kettner Boulevard. It was painted by an artist with ground floor murals just hours after Seidler's death was announced. Ground floor murals work can be found all over San Diego, several featuring Padres players. Still ahead tonight, if a former president were to be convicted of a crime, would they still get Secret Service protection in prison? We verify.
And why the holiday schedule at some local schools is stressing out parents.
And the Aztecs and the American Red Cross team up to help give the gift of life.